Today, we're at the brand new Epic Universe, and I hope you're hungry because I'm taking you on a foodie tour of my favorite land in the park, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic. I'll fill you in on everything you need to know about dining in this new Harry Potter world. We'll be trying almost all of the food, so you know what you absolutely must try and what you should probably skip. I am going land by land and trying every food Epic Universe has to offer, and today, it's time to get our Slytherin on. Admittedly, I have never seen a Harry Potter movie. I know, but I feel like that's just a testament to how beautiful this land is and how good the food I've tried here so far is. There are 4 places to eat and drink here. Most impressively, we have Café L'Air de la Sirene. And just be prepared for me to pronounce this wrong all day. But this is a French cafe serving up the iconic Butterbeer Crepe and more. Along with that, another quick service restaurant, Le Goblet Noir, where you can find some interesting grub you won't believe is in a theme park. If you're in need of a drink, Bar Moonshine has got you covered with some impressive cocktails. And then finally, we've got a Butterbeer Cart serving up the classic treat. Well, we have so much to eat, so let's start at the cafe. As soon as you walk into the cafe, you are making a grand entrance with high ceilings, beautiful tile work, as well as artwork. And I absolutely love it in here. I don't know if it's too soon to call it yet, but this might be my favorite restaurant here in Epic Universe. I don't know, it just truly encapsulates what I would imagine a French cafe to be like. I have never been to France, so I don't fully know, but if I had to guess, I'd say this is pretty spot on. Now, there is plenty of beautiful indoor seating as well as maybe even better outdoor seating. I am just waiting for the day that it's cool enough to where I can order myself some soup and sit out on that patio and enjoy some glorious people watching. It looks amazing out there. Now, keep in mind, this restaurant is going to operate like every other quick service restaurant here in the park. So you'll place your mobile order, wait for a table if there is a line. If not, you're able to just grab a table, and then you'll scan a QR code on your table and they'll actually bring the food directly to you. And as we wait for our food, I do want to show you guys a little look at what they've got. So they've got the typical Harry Potter beverages, as well as a strawberry mint iced tea, a lavender lemonade, a drinkable plum juice. Ryan, how do you say that?
Drinkable? You don't know how to say drinkable? What does this say?
Read that word. Read that word.
Dridgeable? I can't say.
You were making fun of me. Moving on to the food, though. They've got 2 sandwiches, a ratatouille baguette, as well as a turkey baguette sandwich. Both those sound great. Then we've got some plats du jour. They've got a soup and salad, a French onion. I love a French onion. They've also got a tuna salad down there. Guys, these names, I'm sorry, I'm just like going by what they actually are because I don't even want to embarrass myself further by trying to pronounce these. But they have a vegan stew with vegan sausage and vegan bacon and beans. They've got a beef bourguignon, a roasted chicken, a tomato and goat cheese tart that I'm actually hearing is good. This is a dessert. How is it in the entree option? A lemon cream cheese crepe, but guys, spoiler alert, we will be getting that in our second round for dessert. They've also got a steak au poivre and a quiche and then some creme brulee. And of course, down there, Butterbeer Crepe. I feel like most people are going to come here just for the Butterbeer Crepe, but I really feel like a lot of the rest of this menu is good as well. So I'm excited to kind of work my way through today and try a ton of different things. And the first thing I want to try here is the soup and salad combo. This has French onion soup topped with Gruyere cheese, served with baguette croutons, and a house greens salad for $13.99. Okay, it looks like we've got some nice crisping of the cheese on the outside there. Again, this is a quick service restaurant, so for them to be serving a French onion soup that looks this good, I'm already impressed. Let's see if we could get a little cheese pull action here. I don't know, guys. Oh, we've got a thick layer of cheese on that top. Let me tell you. Oh, we've got a lot of bread too. I took a lot of videos and photos of it, so I'm sure it would have been a better cheese pull if I did it right away. But let's just try the broth first, and I feel like this is the most important part of a French onion soup. You've got to have a good, rich, hearty, salty broth. And that they do. It's just that. It's good, rich, and hearty. Absolutely no complaints there, but you gotta get a bite now with everything. Some of the bread, some of the cheese. Oh yeah, plenty of onions in there. Oh, this is a big bite. French onion is my favorite flavor of soup, I think. I like a lot of soups.
Your track record shows that.
My track record shows
so much.
I get soup quite often, which is weird for living in Orlando, but this is a good French onion soup. Is it the best I've ever had? No, but for a quick service theme park restaurant, this is really impressive. Again, the broth is really great. There's a good portion of onions in here as well, to where it's like not too many onions, but it's not too little either. I think it's like the perfect amount. The cheese on top is thick and crisped nicely. We got some crispy edges on the bowl out there, which I can't wait to eat. And the bread on top is nice and soft, soaking in that broth. No complaints for like $13.99. I think this was about $14 for a bowl of soup and a little salad. This is a great meal. Now for the dish that I am most intrigued by, the steak haché au poivre. This has seasoned chopped beef au poivre style, served with fries and a house green salad for $18.99. I'm not gonna lie, guys, when I did order this, I thought it was like actual steak at first, and then once I read the description, I realized it might be more of like a burger patty. So we're gonna cut into this here and see what we're working with. Yes, definitely more burger patty, but it still looks really good. This sauce on top looks excellent. Let's try it out. I can't fully tell on this one yet. What I will say is I think the beef patty is really good and juicy. It doesn't taste like a frozen beef patty that you're used to getting in like theme parks. It's cooked well done. It has a nice crust on the outside, and it's also topped with some caramelized onions, which I think add a lot of flavor to the beef. What I'm questioning is the sauce on top, which an au poivre sauce is supposed to be like a creamy kind of peppercorn sauce, and I'm seeing the peppercorns in there. It's nice and creamy. It just has like a distinct flavor that I can't put my finger quite on what it is. I want to try another bite here. I think it's thyme that I'm tasting, a very strong thyme flavor.
So maybe you finish this food.
You think it's time I finish this food? Okay, good one, Ryan. But I feel like they might have put just a little bit too much thyme in this sauce here. I gave my leftovers to Ryan. He's loving it.
It's pretty good. I mean, it does taste like our mom's meatloaf growing up. A little bit, except more thyme in it. I don't know what thyme is, but more of that.
Oh gosh, this is going to be a rough one, guys. But next we are trying the Galette de Tomates et Fromage. This has roasted tomatoes, soubise, I don't know what that is, and goat cheese baked in a butter pastry for $16.99. I'm not really quite sure what I just read. However, it looks good. I can tell you the crust looks nice and buttery and flaky. You can tell it's kind of flaking apart on the side there. And I do see some olives, plenty of goat cheese, tomatoes, some onions, and some herbs in here as well. I'm telling you, I could smell those olives from here. Let's try it out. With that crust, I could tell how buttery it is just from like kind of breaking into that. You see that? It almost like resembles a shortbread cookie. That looks like a good piece. That crust, heavenly. I feel like it might be the same crust that they're using for their quiche because I really like the quiche here. This crust is so good. I would literally just get this to eat the crust, honestly. Oh my gosh. I literally just cannot. I cannot stop eating the crust. It's unbelievable, truly. It's like soft and so buttery. This crust has to be homemade. Like, it has to be. That is how good it is. It's seriously, wow. The tart in general, it's very olive forward. Like, if you do not like olives, do not get this. You will not like this. It's pretty much one of the only flavors that I'm tasting. It's kind of hiding the taste of the goat cheese a little bit. The tomatoes in there have been slightly stewed, and I was hoping that it would be more heavy on the goat cheese. If you watch my page, you know I love goat cheese. So I kind of wished for a more heavy goat cheese flavor. I like the filling, but it's not the star. The star is the crust here. Man, I'm telling you, I would literally get this again just for this crust. But we still have one more thing to try here, the Baguette de Dinde. This has sliced cracked black pepper turkey, apples, brie, arugula, and it's topped with mustard butter and apple butter, served in a warm, crusty baguette for $16.99. I will say, the sandwich is mostly baguette. There doesn't look to be a thick layer of turkey on there, and upon lifting the lid, the toppings aren't fully distributed. There's only like 2 tiny slices of apple and a little bit of brie and maybe like 3 or 4 little leaves of arugula. But with that being said, it all still looks and sounds really good. If you're looking for a sandwich, this is a great sandwich to get here in Epic Universe. I love all of the flavors together, and I feel like those crunchy apples really make this dish here for me. I taste those crunchy Granny Smith apples the most, and I always love like melty brie cheese with apples. If I get a charcuterie board, I love putting brie cheese on it and dipping the apples in the melted brie. I always feel like that's a killer bite. So it's kind of what this sandwich is giving. Now, like suspected, there's really not much turkey. Like, I'm not really tasting it. It's a lot of bread and apple and cheese, and I wish they did add a little bit more turkey, you know, because this is like a $17 sandwich, a $16 sandwich, right? So I feel like they should have added a bit more. And that's not to say this isn't good, because I feel like if you're looking for like, I will be coming back to get this for sure.
One thing Kristen did not review is the most French menu item that they have here, which is the French fries. It's the only one that has the name of the country in there. So
you are so funny.
That's not a joke, okay? Wow, very cold, but good. Very good.
Not cold. It's not their fault that they're cold. It's our fault that they're cold.
Correct.
Well, we figured there was a table outside for our second round of food, which is only going to be a crepe. We'd come outside and enjoy the view. And let me just tell you, from sitting here for just like 2 minutes, I'm like, I'm already obsessed. This is my first time sitting outside, and I will be here often. If you're looking for me in Epic Universe, come to the cafe here and look outside. But while we're sitting here, I did want to mention that I have already tried 2 foods from the cafe, but I didn't want to get them again. The quiche and the Butterbeer Crepe. And let me just tell you, that quiche is fantastic. But no need to keep talking about it. Let me show you. We're going to flash back to my reviews of the quiche and the Butterbeer Crepe from the last time I was here. This is the Quiche Lorraine, a savory egg custard baked in a flaky pie crust filled with bacon, Gruyere cheese, caramelized onions, and topped with Mornay sauce for $15.99. This is absolutely delicious. The first thing I tasted was that super buttery, flaky crust on the outside, and I like how there's a lot. Like, it's not just on the outside, it's also underneath. So you get a good amount of crust in each bite. And another thing I really like about this is that you could really taste each flavor and each ingredient in this dish. So you got the caramelized onions giving it a little sweetness, the bacon is a little smoky, and then you've got that the Gruyere coming through as well. The sauce on top adds an extra creaminess to this. This is really good. And it wouldn't be a cafe review without the Butterbeer Crepe. This has a shortbread cookie butter Bavarian cream, butterbeer cream, strawberries, a butterbeer drizzle, and shortbread cookie garnish for $19.99. Okay, this is very sweet. Very sweet. And I'm definitely getting all of that butterbeer flavor, but I'm also getting a little bit of mapley kind of flavor almost. There is a good portion of filling to crepe. I feel like the crepes are maybe like a little bit thicker, and the novelty of the dessert is there. This is going to become an instant classic here in Epic Universe. But I would probably consider this a must-try item. It's unique to the park. You can't get this in any other Harry Potter universe. And for $20, it is very expensive for a crepe. However, this is a huge portion. There are like 2 to 3 full crepes stuffed on this plate. So this is definitely easily an easily shareable dessert. Like you could get this and share it with the whole family. And since it is so sweet, you only need a couple of bites. So perfect timing. The brand new crepe on the menu has just arrived, and I am psyched to try this. This citrus crepe has a lemon cream cheese, Chambord sauce, and fresh berries for $19.99. I can smell that lemon and the fresh. Can you smell that, Ryan?
It is so strong.
It is so strong. I can. Oh. Yep. That is amazing. That lemon cream cheese filling is perfect. And I also feel like there's the perfect amount. Like it's not too overdone where it's like goopy and thick or anything. There's just a thin layer in between each layer of crepe. And it works perfectly with that tart berry sauce. This flavor combo is excellent. I think this is a lot better than the Butterbeer Crepe. Like, I understand the novelty of it, and I feel like if you are coming and you've never been before, you should get the Butterbeer Crepe. I still think that just because of the novelty and fun of it. However, if you've been before and you've had the Butterbeer Crepe, get this one because it is better. Look at us, just eating crepes, looking at these people. This is cozy, guys. This is real cozy, and it's even better when you have delicious food with you.
I mean, by cozy, if you mean like 100 degrees, then and no wind, then yes.
It is a little hot, but we're surviving. After the cafe, which I am so impressed by, I think I'm ready for a little beverage. So I figured I'd hit up Bar Moonshine back here. Now, I have never gotten a drink here, but a lot of them look really good. And there's also like an Instagrammable mocktail. So we're gonna see what we can grab, but I'm excited to try out some of these drinks. All right, this is looking like our menu, guys. Bar Moonshine. We've got a handful of cocktails. There's a flower at 75. It's like an elderflower gin drink. That is like my kind of drink right there. But I've been seeing a lot of the Low Blaster online. I think it's that's like the green one. They have an old fashioned, a sherbet lemon, some giggle water, which is like an elderflower spritz. They've got beer, they've got liquor, they've got wine. And on the back, they've got butterbeer.
So Kristen, do you know what you want?
No, I think I'm gonna have the bartenders pick for me.
Really? Well, I'm not gonna allow that to happen because then they'll pick lavender lemonade, which sounds, I don't know.
Okay, it's very tiny. That's why the line is outside, because literally as soon as you get inside, you're inside and about to order. And to absolutely no surprise, the bartender chose for me to get the Lobe Blaster. I feel like this is like the most popular drink on the menu. And lucky for me, this does come with a little show as well. They pour some of the green syrup in right before your eyes, and this is certainly a very pretty drink. In this drink, you'll find a potent mix of moonshine, limoncello, absinthe, lemon juice, club soda, and simple syrup. And then it's garnished with a rosemary sprig and layered with an emulsion vert. Now, I do apologize. Usually I like to get the exact prices of things, but there were no prices on the menu. If I'm remembering correctly, this was around $20. I think it was a little less than 20, so maybe like 18, 19 bucks or so. Like I said, it's definitely a pretty drink with the green layers. And I think we get to keep this glass as well. I think it's like plastic, but it's a cool little glass that says Bar Moonshine. We love to see it. Let's try it out. It's light, it's citrusy, and I'm definitely tasting a little tiny hint of that absinthe, just a little bit of like that black licorice flavor. I'm gonna stir it around with my sprig here. There we go. Look at, now it's an even prettier color. Oh, when you stir it around, all the alcohol is on the bottom. I will say the black licorice flavor is a little bit more than I was kind of expecting, and yeah, this is definitely a strong drink. If you're looking for a strong one here, this will do it to you. This is is strong.
And since I do not drink, I decided to get a mocktail, and I looked at the menu, didn't really like anything I saw, but luckily there is a secret menu item that is a mocktail that is called, sorry, I have to read this because it's in French, Bau the Bleu I can't say it. But
also on your little packet.
Oh, it's on the packet. I probably could have, yeah. Well, this packet is actually special. This is the coolest part. This is a blue little fizzy drink that tastes, hold on.
Yeah, he said to take a sip of that first.
Yes.
And then before you put that in.
This is like a melted Jolly Rancher, like fizzy, I don't know. It's pretty good. I would drink this alone, but inside this pack is not Pokemon cards, okay? This is, I've never opened this is unboxing right now. This is not what I expected.
It's like cotton candy.
It's like a shoulder pad. All you gotta do is dunk it. Ready? Whoa! Feel like a real potionist. What do they call it in Harry Potter? You know, you've seen the movies. Chemist? I don't think they call it that. I'm not Walter White, although I do look like him a little bit. Now, I do want you to look at the top of this before I do take a sip. Look at this. It's like, it's actual sparkles floating in here right now. Very magical. Probably the most magical mocktail that Harry Potter has ever produced outside of Butterbeer. We'll see if it's better than the blue version of the drink. That is completely different. That is so weird. That is...
Another one's like, I want all these.
I like the other version better. It's still good. It's still good. I don't know. I'm just gonna get glitter in my lungs.
Next up on the menu is a spot that's a little bit hidden. I'm talking about another quick service restaurant. To find it, we've got to kind of go through the back alleys here to find Le Goblet Noir.
Did you say that right?
I don't know if I said that right now. Not only is this restaurant really hidden, it's kind of like creepy and discreet and dark. And the best part about it being dark is that it's also really cool in here. And it's hot, so thank God. Now this is, of course, another quick service restaurant, meaning it's the same setup as the cafe, where you gotta place your mobile order, wait for a table if there's a line, scan your QR code on the table, and they bring the food to you. That's the way every quick service restaurant works here in Epic Universe. However, there is one thing about this restaurant that I think is going to be a game changer for most. I don't think there's really ever going to be a wait for a table here. When we left the cafe just an hour ago, there was a line out the door to get in. Every table was full and it was packed in there. And then we walk in here, there are 6 separate dining rooms, all uniquely and really awesomely themed, and the tables are empty. And I feel like it's because a lot of people don't venture back here. They don't even know this place exists. Ryan, how many times have you been here and you've never been in this restaurant? You have been to Epic like over 5 times.
5 times, and I've never known that this place existed.
Yeah, see, so like it's a hidden spot. So if you're ever looking for a place to eat and you see the lines everywhere are just getting kind of crazy, this might be a good option for you. If that's the case, I'm gonna try a bunch of stuff and let you know what you should get. With that being said, let's take a look at the menu. We've once again got another soup and salad combo. This is more like it says a chicken broth with canoodle. I'm not quite sure exactly what that is. There's an ancient forest salad, a warm shaved beef sandwich, a bratwurst sandwich, that sounds excellent, some schnitzel, a cook oven, beef goulash, an herb-crusted cod, lentil stew, the Alchemist platter. I've seen that online. They also have baklava, black forest cake, and a couple of different specialty drinks as well. All of our food has come out and everything is looking really, really good. Again, I cannot believe this level of food is served in a theme park here in Orlando. This is such a step above anything that's served at Universal, anything that's served at Disney at quick service restaurants. This is just unbelievable. And I think I know where to start. Let's drink. Sorry for the pronunciation, but this is La Breuvage Sombre de Goblet Noir. It's a deliciously dark brew conjuring unique flavors of mixed fruit topped with eyes of Plimpies, which are yogurt popping pearls. I don't know if I've ever seen yogurt popping pearls before, but I guess they're like boba, and I don't know why they dyed this black. I'm a little worried. We're gonna have a Das Steakhouse round 2 after this one. It's like a fruit tea, a very sweet fruit tea. I actually think the other drink we had at Bar Moonshine, that mocktail, was a little bit better than this. I want to try one of these yogurt popping pearls though. Ooh, that was quite pleasant. I feel like that's better than regular boba. Food-wise, I feel like we have to start with the Alchemist platter. This has smoked sausage, potato and cheese pierogies, marinated beets, pickled egg, caramelized onions, a warm pretzel, German mustard, and cheese fondue for $27.99. This right here is probably the food from this restaurant that you've seen all over the internet. This is like the cover photo for food at Le Goblet Noir, and I feel like this is like right up my alley. This is kind of like a girl dinner. We've got a bunch of like random things kind of thrown together to make one meal. It's a little bit pricey at about $28 for not the most amount of food. However, it looks pretty good. And let's be real, I did get this meal here almost solely for these potato and cheese pierogies. Do look like Mrs. T's though. Guys, these are without a doubt the worst thing that I have eaten so far today. The outside is so hard and crusty. It's like cardboard, and it just has no flavor. It's totally Mrs. T's. Mrs. T's frozen pierogies, but we do have some beer cheese on the side here, so maybe a dunk in the cheese will help. I'll tell you what, that cheese is good. It tastes almost exactly like the beer cheese that you get over at Baseline Tap House in Hollywood Studios with the pretzel. It tastes almost exactly like that beer cheese, and I love that beer cheese, so it's good. It helps the pierogi a little bit, but if you're getting this solely for the pierogies, don't get it. We've got some pickles here. These pickles do look really freshly made and stuff. They don't look to be jarred pickles. Little bread and butter action there. Our sausage. There's some mustard for dipping. I guess you could use the beer cheese as well. We'll go mustard for this first bite. That's like an apple sausage. Has a sweet flavor. I think that's pretty good. We've got beets. We've got caramelized onions. We've got an egg. It's a random platter, and at $28, there's not anything on it that fully sticks out that would make me get this again, especially since we have this pretzel bread and these caramelized onions with our next dish. And of course, I am talking about the Wizard's Brew Bratwurst sandwich. This has a roasted bratwurst, caramelized onions, a Wizard's Brew beer cheese, and German mustard served in a pretzel bun with your choice of a salad or fries for $16.99. And oh man, guys, how good does this sandwich here look? The cheese looks so melty mixed with those onions. I'm a sucker for a pretzel bun, guys. This looks good. Upon cutting into it, the pretzel bun might be a little bit hard. We'll see how it tastes. Wow, all of those flavors work together so well. We've got those really soft, sweet caramelized onions. The beer cheese has great flavor. I don't taste much of the mustard. Pretzel bun is a little bit hard. This is still a good sandwich. I'm not sure if they're using the same Brat on this sandwich as they are with the platter that we just had. It tastes like it might be the same because I'm maybe tasting a little bit of apple in there, which is all right with me. This is a great combination of flavors. If this pretzel bun was a little bit softer, this would be insane, and it's still very good. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like the pretzel bun that we got on our platter, is a lot softer. Maybe I should take all the toppings off this one here and load it onto this pretzel bun. Oh, this one is good. Ryan is actually hacking my platter and putting the sausage in the pretzel bun there. But I feel like that's the same, thing as getting the sausage sandwich there, except that is like significantly cheaper. That's like over $10 cheaper. Yes. That platter is $28.
This alone is.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. While we're on sandwiches, let's go for our next and final sandwich, the warm shaved beef. This has shaved beef, buttercus, German mustard on a hearty multi-grain bread with your choice of a salad or fries for $17.99. The sandwich is loaded up, guys. There is so much corned beef on here. Would you take a look at that? I don't know what butter case is. I don't know if I'm definitely saying that wrong, actually, but I don't know if that's cheese or not. There's some cheese on here. It's like a corned beef grilled cheese. Can't tell how I'm feeling about this. It's a little bit plain. I don't really taste anything other than the bread and the corned beef. I wish there was more cheese on there. We do have some mustard here with our platter, so I might actually, where's that knife? I might put some mustard on this sandwich here because I definitely think it needs it. Oh, and I could use the caramelized onions from the platter to put on this sandwich as well. There we go. It is so much better with all that mustard. This is supposed to have some German mustard on it, but I don't see it anywhere, so I'm not sure if they forgot it. With the mustard, it's a good one. And for our final food from Le Goblet, we have the Jaeger Schnitzel. This is a crispy pork cutlet with brown mushroom gravy and tavern fries for $17.99. And I know this is mainly about the pork cutlet here, but we haven't tried the fries at this restaurant here yet. They're thick cut, almost like steak fries. Not much seasoning, but they kind of remind me of like fair fries or like carnival fries that you would get, not the fresh cut kind, but the kind that you would get with like chicken tenders at the fair. I don't know why. I feel like that's very particular, but that's what they remind me of. I feel like they're gonna be good. They gave us an extra thing of brown gravy here, so maybe a little dunk. Ooh, that brown gravy is dunk. Ooh. This gravy is great. Now, the main event, the pork cutlet. I feel it. She's crisp, she's thin, and I'm glad they gave us more of that sauce because I feel like the amount that's on the cutlet wouldn't be enough for me. I'm gonna drown this with all that sauce, but look at how nice and thin it's pounded. You know what? Let's just go all in. This is our last food of the day. Kind of. We have a surprise coming for you at the end. But let's just drown this cutlet in this sauce. Yes! This is my favorite thing we've eaten here at this restaurant today. The pork is so crispy. Almost like a little bit too crisp, but I enjoy very, very crispy cutlets when they're fried. That gravy is excellent, and I also like thin cutlets when it comes to chicken cutlets or pork cutlets, whatever it may be. And this gravy, it has such a rich mushroom flavor, and mushroom gravies are a go-to of mine. I feel like if Orlando wasn't like super hot, this would be a go-to dish for me in the park. It's a little bit like heavy, so it might be a little bit too much at times, but if you're coming here and you're wanting to get food, this pork cutlet, the Jaeger Schnitzel, that would be my recommendation. Well, we have officially eaten all of the food here in the Ministry of Magic. There is still actually 2 more things we've got to talk about. So you guys know I mentioned there were 4 places to eat here in Harry Potter, and the 4th one is a Butterbeer Cart. It's the same butterbeer that you could get in Universal Studios in Islands of Adventure. They've got a cart out here right by the ride. They're serving up regular butterbeer as well as frozen butterbeer, and they also have a fun little souvenir collectible mug here. Our final stop, since we've went over all 4 places to get food and drinks here in Harry Potter World, is going to be the little sweet shop. I figured this is where we could end. Maybe we'll get a little sweet treat to close out the day. It's raining, so we gotta head inside. So the team member in here was telling us about this Butterbeer chocolate bar before, and she said you could smell it through the wrapper. Oh my god, you can. It smells like mapley.
Do you think that one has a golden ticket in it? Because it looks like a Willy
It
Wonka.
does. It's gold. The whole bar is gold. This is actually $10 for this chocolate bar here. I think we're gonna skip out on it today. Okay, so we're at the display case here, and there are so many different looking things. The bad part is I have no idea what any of it is because nothing is labeled. What would you say is your favorite out of all of them?
So I haven't tried all of them.
Oh, okay.
This is my third day. I've only tried the hazelnut. It's delicious.
Okay, I'll try the hazelnut macaron then.
Too sweet.
Cool, I'll do that. We've got the goods, guys. We've got our hazelnut macaron. There's so much more in there that I want to try. So many interesting sounding like pastries. They had a cotton candy macaron, a lemon sherbet macaron. Again, I don't know what the rest was because it wasn't labeled, but we got the hazelnut macaron. I hear this is the best and most popular treat in there. We'll see how it is. That was quite delicious. It tastes like a Ferrero Rocher. Definitely has that hazelnut flavor. I'm glad they went full on board with the hazelnut. They were right. They didn't leave me wrong. This is good. Perfect sweet way to end our day. With that, we have officially eaten everything there is to enjoy here in the Ministry of Magic. Maybe now that I've explored the whole world and eaten all of this food, maybe I might feel a little inspired to watch the movie. If you guys want to see me eat everything in How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk, I've already got a video posted, so make sure you check it out. It's on my channel. And like I mentioned, I'm going to be going through and doing this in every land. This is only the second one we've gotten to, so comment down below which land you'd want to see me eat in next. We've got Dark Universe, Super Nintendo World, and Celestial Park still. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. By the way, if you're liking my shirt, this is not a new one, but it's new to me. My friends over at LBB just gave me this Death Eater shirt, so it's perfect for the video. The link, as always, to shop for any of the t-shirts you see in my videos is going to be in the description from Shop LBB. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you to everyone over on Patreon for supporting the channel. If you enjoy honest food reviews, honest Epic Universe reviews, I'm always going to give them to you. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.